Flex. Cyclone I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat, chat.
Watch out now. Watch out now. Watch out now.
Welcome back to One Drop Podcast. This is episode 30, and we're in the building. My name is Lukey Flex.
Tracy Loyal.
And we
have a guest today.
We got another guest today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is actually a special guest. You know what I mean? Before I knew what DJing was and what selecting was and what promoting was, this is one of the people that inspired me. So we got Selector Bomb Bomb in the building. What's going on, bro?
What up? Excuse my voice.
Yeah, man, you took the wrong time to lose your voice, man.
Clean it up right before I came, man.
Yeah,
Lost my voice up.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well,
definitely. I mean, we can hear.
Yeah, they'll be able to hear, man.
Yeah, they'll hear you.
That's what those microphones for. But you know, I mean, Selector Bomb Bomb, man. So, like, I know that you know, people see you in the town and see you in, you know, be behind the scenes and being a promoter, like, but they don't know who you are. So we want to get in depth of who you are, man, and you know what I mean.
And
so
also the contribution to the city.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to ask you, like, how, where originally are you from? Are you originally from the town?
Originally, I was born in Louisiana.
Wow.
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
See?
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louisiana.
I was raised in Trenton.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. And is there any Caribbean background that you have?
My father is from Barbados, I believe.
Okay.
And I don't really know that side of the family. So.
Okay. So your father is from Barbados and your mother is from the States.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you know, I guess that's where the Caribbean side from you come, you know, that you got the inspiration from.
Tap into that.
Be honest, man, I don't know. I can't really pinpoint where it comes from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't grow up listening to dancehall. I think probably got introduced to it as a teenager.
Okay.
They used to have like dub sessions in Trenton.
Yeah.
And I always was into dancehall because that's what the ladies was into.
Oh yeah, that's always the inspiration,
girls,
bro.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what always wanted, because I started out like a hip hop DJ.
Yeah.
And I had a crew. It was me, Juice, DJ Juice,
Yes,
and DJ Gusto.
And not to cut you,
Right.
it's a funny story, man. I actually met DJ Gusto probably a year ago.
Okay.
And our sons play football.
Right.
And we were in conversation. We were actually at Notre Dame, and they were, had a little combine for the kids or whatever. And we were in conversation, and he didn't know what I did, and I didn't know what he did. So at the same time, we had a conversation, and your name popped up.
Okay.
And so he was like, "Yeah, man, I used to, run with DJ Juice and DJ Select the Bomb Bomb. And I was like, okay. He said, he was explaining that you used to do the Caribbean side,
Right.
and Juice used to do hip hop, and he used to do house.
Right.
So I was like, man, that's a small world, bro. Very small world. But continue.
Yeah. So, man, we was into all three types of music: the house, the hip hop,
Yeah.
and I was more so into the dance hall.
Yeah.
And but the parties that we were doing was like mainly hip hop.
Yeah.
And this is back when we was in high school.
Yeah.
And I was more so the promoter.
Mm-hmm.
And those two would DJ the parties. So I've been promoting since high school.
High school.
Yeah.
So I went away to college.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we used to dance too.
Oh, y'all used to dance too? Oh, so it's a trend.
I used to dance to hip hop. Like I used to pop, break, all that stuff. Then when I got older, we got into house music.
Okay.
And we used to call ourselves the House Junkies.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a crew. But Gus was DJing. When I went away to college, they stayed here.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started doing parties.
Okay.
Like people would hire them to do house parties and stuff like that.
Okay.
So when I came back, they was like DJing parties and then doing like the electric playground.
Oh, okay.
And here and there they was doing Y parties.
Mm-hmm.
So when we would be going down there, it'd be my turn to play.
Yeah.
Like they already had their routines and everything.
Oh,
set.
okay.
Like, I'm gonna get on for this long and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I came back in the mix from going away to school, and I came back, I was like stepping on their toes.
Oh, okay.
So I realized that, and I was like, you know what? I gotta find my own lane.
Yeah.
And I think I was, and I told Bobby this a long time ago, and I think can I curse?
Yeah, you could curse.
I think when I told him this, he thought I was bullshitting.
Yeah.
I was at Kilimanjaro's, and he was DJing in the reggae room. They used to have a hip hop room and a reggae room.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm in the reggae room, and it's probably like 10 girls, just me, and it's like 2,000 people in the hip hop room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just vibing. I'm like thinking, okay, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? And it just came to me, listening to Bobby play. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be strictly get into the dance hall side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that way I won't be stepping on Gus's toes with the house music, and I won't be stepping on Juice's toes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I transitioned into just like dance hall and reggae hip hop.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So, and then it went from there. Later on, we got into doing mixtapes, and I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I put out an album before, me and Gus put out a hip hop album.
Okay.
It's called 360 Degrees, X-rated something.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? But we put that out first.
Yeah.
Before I went away to college.
Okay.
Actually.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And then when the mixtape thing took off, you know what I'm saying? Before, like, Juice was doing hip-hop mixtapes.
Yeah.
And, I got to find my own lane. I don't want to
Yeah.
be stepping on nobody's toes.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to do dance hall mixed with hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I seen that, like, the remixes get that crowd hype.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
That's where I want to get to, right?
Right.
So, it's a funny story, right? I was in elementary school, and I went to a into a museum or something like that. And outside that museum, it was a guy out there selling mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you about to make me sound
no. Because listen, bro. Because back then it was cassettes. You know what I mean? I used to have my Walkman all the time. So this is how I'm like, I went out there and I'm like going through all the, he's telling me what's hot and what's the good ones or whatever. And, what's, what these, mixtapes include or whatever. So I was a hip hop head and I was a dancehall head also. Now he's like, I'm looking at all of these joints and I seen Select the Bomb Bomb Volume 1 or Number 1 or whatever. So I'm like, let me get that one. And that's before I even knew who you were or whatever. This is my first introduction to actually buying a mixtape, because when you go on them trips, your mom give you what, $20 or something like that. I spent $10 on that mixtape. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I listened to that mixtape, and then after a while I started getting more like, when I going downtown and buying mixtapes, I'm like, oh, these are hot. I remember getting your Deja Vu joint. I remember getting another like numerous volume 1s, set 2, 3 of Select the Bomb Bombs from back in the day. So I was like, that's before I even knew you was even from Trenton at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first time I actually knew he was from Trenton is when Matt he brought Matt Lion to Heritage Days.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, he actually from here. So at that point I was like, oh, all right. Like I was like, yo, that's dope that everything kind of connected, because I went all the way to New York to find this mixtape that you did, not knowing you were from the town, and actually coming to as a promoter now, and kind of looking at your blueprint and seeing what I can do on my own, and I'm like, yo, that's a dope connection, where as a little boy I'm buying a mixtape that you did, you from the town, and seeing your growth, throughout promotion and throughout your mixtape series. So I'm like, I was a big fan before I even knew you.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So
definitely.
that was like, what I mean? I just realized that just right now, just me having that conversation with your mixtapes or whatever, your remixes that you used to do was dope.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I used to think, like, before I even knew anything about, DJing and engineering and, making songs, blend and all that, I was like, man, this man know every artist, because they singing on every beat for him. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually
You know
how
what I'm
I
saying?
got to know
So,
him.
but that's before I even knew, the in and outs of making a remix or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everything that you did remix wise, that I heard, is always creative. You know what I'm saying?
So before I start talking about my mixtapes, everybody know I'm humble. Big up Diamond.
Yeah.
The only time you going to see me bigging up my chest
Uh-huh.
is when it comes to my mixtape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
excuse me, everybody. I might get a little cocky, but it was nobody making reggae hip hop mixtapes before me. I started it. So I want to say that for the record.
Okay.
And then it's other people that came out, like on the Black American, African American scene. I'm number one.
Okay.
Worldwide, I'm number one. But in Jamaica, I didn't blow up. Other people saw what I was doing, and then they took it there, and then they blew up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I know firsthand, because I used to go on the road and promote my stuff. Like one time, to get my stuff out, I rented a car and I drove, I think I was like 19 or something. Whatever it was, I can't remember. I drove from Buffalo, New York, all the way down to Atlanta, just pushing my shit. Going to different mixtape shops. Yo, I'm Select the Bomb Bomb. Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would fly out to Florida, you know what I'm saying? Go all around the places, because I used to do my own distribution.
Okay.
And went in a couple Jamaican spots, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they bought all my shit.
Oh, okay.
And like a year or two later, you see them doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean the actual people who bought my shit.
Oh, the actual people that bought it. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
So all right. So when did,
I'm not dissing nobody.
No, I'm not.
I'm just saying what happened for the record. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's a compliment. You know what I'm saying? They saw what I was doing. But,
so when was when was your first mixtape? Like, what year was that? What was the first mixtape that you think that you pushed out there? And
oh man, I'm not sure. It was in the 90s. I would have to go back and check.
Yeah, because I know I bought that mixtape in New York in '94. I was 11.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So
it was between 92, 90. It was somewhere
in between there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't start like paying attention till like, oh shit, I'm making a little history here. I might, but that was a couple years after I was already doing it. I was like, oh man, I got to start keeping track of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to go back and look. But, like when I dropped my first mixtape by myself, because I started doing combinations with Juice.
Yeah.
Like he would do one side, I would do the other side. Of the cassette. I know y'all don't know about cassettes.
Yeah,
now,
it's a little square rectangle thing. Got little wheels in it.
Why do you use those words?
So I think after I dropped my first solo one, what was his name? DJ Fidel or somebody.
Okay.
He's like, hey man, I make mixtapes too, man. I'm doing what you doing, and I'm like, you're not doing what I'm doing. what you talking about? Yeah, but he was making mixtapes, but it wasn't reggae hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but big him up too. He liked what I was doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What you like? Who are the people that I guess inspired you to kind of do what you do? Like, it was a lot of DJs back then. There was a lot of sound systems back then. To
be truthful with you, like people don't give me credit, but I always try to be as honest as I could be. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Juice, I wouldn't even thought about making mixtapes. It's because I was around him, helping him. Because me and Gus was into production. Like we was making tracks.
Okay.
We had a little studio, and Juice would come to us. He would come to the studio with us, and we'd be working the sampler and the drum machine and this and that. He'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it on my mixtape."
Okay.
So we was inspiring him, and then when he started doing that, you know what I'm saying, I would help him behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he inspired me.
Okay.
So he's my peer, and I'm bigging him up.
Yeah, but no,
he don't big me up like that. But I always try to be honest. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him doing it, I wouldn't even have thought to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what.
But big up to Juice, man, because Juice is a legend too. Because I used to
the Y parties,
and you know what I mean. And I used to get his mixtapes heavy too.
Yeah, I used to MC for him, and we used to rock parties like. Yeah, it used to be nice. Father Rocco Park. Yeah, man. We go back.
And what I mean, and actually, in the park on Sunday, the little independence that we threw, it brought back a lot of memories for me because I was always used to be in Father Rocco Park in the 90s. You know what I mean? And it's always been, some type of event. It don't matter, what Caribbean or, American event that's going on. It always used to be right there. That's like our little Mecca. You know what I mean? So
me and Diamond was just talking about this the other day. That's where I think I met him at one of the park events.
Yeah, man.
Met him at the park.
He was like, "Yo, man, let my cousin Diamond get on." Yo, we dope, man. Let him get on.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah, Father Rocco Park, man, definitely. The place that. It's a lot of history that was there, and I seen a lot of things that music wise, went on there. You know what I mean? So that's where I kind of first actually seen my first sound system, like actually outside. You know what I mean? Not in the house. You know what I mean?
Outside.
Because I have a lot of cousins that's in the sound system world, and you hear them playing it in the house, but being outside is a totally different thing.
Right.
So being that you coming from that that era where you're using vinyl records and now it's down to a laptop that's everything is digital.
Right.
So what's the difference that you would say that that's before then and now?
The difference is you don't got to carry all that heavy shit around. That's the main fucking difference.
I think also Mike could say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We used to have to carry like 10, 12 crates of records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speakers, amplifiers. Now the amplifiers is built into the speakers. Yeah, but truthfully, you had to be more creative back then.
Yeah.
And most of the DJs are all playing the same way now. You know what I'm saying? And I think the way I started rocking parties way back when, me and Juice used to talk about this. I'd be like, yo, ain't nobody playing the way I'm playing. And he's like, yeah. And then a few years later, you see other people. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
We went and did a party out in Albany, New York. And I'm rocking the party, and the DJ that opened up for us was sitting there taking notes of the records I was playing.
Wow. I've seen that before.
Right.
Wow.
And
That's disrespectful.
I've seen that before.
Not yet. Like, sometimes I'll be somewhere, I'll be like, hey, I gotta get that record.
Yeah.
It's not disrespectful yet.
Yeah.
But when we came back to town, same DJ opened up for us. He played my set before I got on. I was like, what the fuck?
Disrespectful.
And so I felt some kind of way about that. So I had to, get into it with him a little bit.
Yeah.
Artistically.
Yeah, artistically, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was playing, I was trying to make my presence felt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when we went back the next time, he did the same thing to Juice.
Oh, man.
I was like, yo, man. This and I like the dude too, so but it was just crazy. I was like, yo. So we started seeing a lot of people copying the way we was playing. It's one thing to inspire somebody, but try to do it your way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And I see that
it's all good.
And I see that a lot of times, and I feel like SoundCloud is the devil for a lot of these DJs. You know,
it's good and bad.
It's good and bad because a lot of these selectors that don't try to be creative, they think that they can go on these these little mixtapes or they live audio that they hear these that they post up on SoundCloud or whatever, and they can just piggyback off of everything.
Right.
And it doesn't make you better as a selector or a DJ. It just makes you just a copycat. And now everybody is in tune to the SoundCloud, and they don't have to wait until you go to a party to hear a dance or whatever. They can go right on there and hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, like right here in our own town, I can hear Polish every weekend if I wanted to, not seeing Polish. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because I can hear everything that he played in the live audio from somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that trend is a good trend. I wish we can copyright our mixes sometime. You know what I mean? As selectors, because if that could have been done, I don't think a lot of these selectors or DJs will be copying people. The work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like back then when we was using vinyl, you know how now a DJ might be on playing for like 5 minutes and play like 50 records. I used to do that with the vinyl.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And people couldn't do it like that. Because you would have to know where to put the needle to get the right spot on the record at the right time, and then jump to the next song. And people couldn't do that. So it's easier now with the
laptop,
Serato. They got cues on there, and all that stuff. So that's the biggest difference. Like, it's good as far as carrying all that shit. 'Cause that's a lot of stuff, man. It's more convenient, but at the same time, it's cutting down the creativity.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because you know what? As a selector myself, and you get comfortable with the crates that you built. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? It really does cut down your creativity, because back when I was playing CDs, I think I was more creative.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a DJ, I didn't think I was going for the same ones, because remember those days where you can have that big old pouch, and I'm flipping pages of CDs and CDs, and it's like you have a different way a thought process when it goes to music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now we go in our laptops and we just go up and down. We know what crates we built up, but on these CDs and records, we had to know what we play next, or what we wanted to play next.
You had to do a lot more
exactly
too.
Like, this really kind of dumbed down a lot of us. If you don't come from the school of records, CDs, and you just jumped on this laptop on Serato, I feel like you just stuck in that bubble. You know what I mean? But people can do, be creative in doing this the same way. You just got to be open to, to be new, to be different every time.
Right.
So,
and take the risk.
Yeah. And take the risk to be different, because I do that all the time. I play the most craziest songs sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then a couple months from there, it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like you got to take a chance. You can't play everything that way everybody's playing.
Right.
And I saw that in a lot of your mixtapes back in the day. Some of the songs that I would hear on the mixtapes was not big in our dancehall, scene or whatever at that time. But after a while, it became popular, and it became one of those songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So being different it don't take nothing to be different. You just gotta want to be different. Yeah. But I think that a lot of these cats right now that are selected, they look at somebody that inspires them, and they want to be exactly like them. And, you know what I mean? It's good to take some of somebody's blueprint and add it to what you do, but you gotta also be creative too, and make your own lane. Right. And I don't think that a lot of these DJs now do that. Try to be different. So I feel like, man, it's a different time. But everybody have their generation, man. They have to go what they feel like is right. You know what I mean? We are older, and we probably see everything hindsight. Like, I wouldn't do that, but. You know what I mean? It's a different generation. They got a different flow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
let's jump over to the promoting part of it now.
Yeah.
What was your first show that you did in Triton?
Dancehall show?
Yeah, dancehall show.
Mr. Vegas and Stone Love.
Did I miss that? What year was that?
You wasn't allowed to go out at that time.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was a birthday party for Misha I put on at Club XL.
Oh yeah, big up to Misha. Yeah, big up Misha. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. Like the first one I went to, the first show that I went to was Beanie Man, Silver Cat, Tanto Metro, and Devontae, Kathmandu.
Okay.
That was the first show. I was actually 17 at the time. I wasn't even supposed to be in the club, but I got in there. I bought a ticket, got in there. You know what I mean? My dad was in there, so we got there. We went there together. And he's like, "Bitch, you better find your way in there." You know what I mean? But that was the first show I went to, and I was like, wow, this shit is dope. And that was the time when Beanie Man was rolling with his band, and I was like, yo, this shit is dope. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, yo, this is something that I'm interested in doing. Like, I want to promote some type of show in my lifetime. So that was it. Like, seeing those type of shows, man, I was like, man, that's, you know what I mean? That was a inspiration for me too. You know what I mean? Because back then, even though I wanted to play music and all that, I was like, you know what I mean? I couldn't think of where I was going to start from. You don't come here with the bullshit, bro. Don't come here with the bullshit, man.
Always his phone.
But that was the time where I was like looking forward for anything you threw, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was always some good combinations. You know what I mean? I remember you being Man in Maxine's. I remember Elephant Man in Maxine's. I remember
that show was good.
Baby Sham in Maxine's.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So all of these, like, what is your thought process when you come, you know, when you like think about what you want to put together? You know what I mean?
There's a few different things.
Okay.
It depends on who's available. Out of those people, who's hot.
Yeah.
It seems like the biggest artists, like, that I've had when they're about to really bubble, like blow.
Yeah.
Something always happen with the show, man. I don't know what it is. Like, I had Sean Paul right before he was about to, like, really, like, I had already did a show with him.
Okay.
And I think, like, the next year or the year after that, he was about to take off.
Is it before Give Me the Light or after Give Me the Light?
I think Give Me the Light was out for a while, but it didn't catch on. I think when he started getting play, like, on BET and stuff like that, I think that's when it skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And I had him paid for and everything. I had the contract booked, had the flyers. I was picking up the flyers from the printer, and some promoters from New York called me. It was like, yo, they just pulled our show.
Oh, man.
Because it was the BET Spring Bling. I can't remember what year.
Oh,
that Spring Bling thing.
That had to have been like, I had to have been like 02.
I was about to say 3.
It's 02, 03.
Yeah, around that
I would
time.
say like around that.
Whenever it was, I still got them 20,000 flyers.
Oh man, that hurt.
Jesus,
Yeah.
That hurt.
But yeah,
No, because I like why I say that, because I was in college in Maryland around that time period,
right.
and I actually seen a show with Sean Paul in that, like, I think it was DC Live at that time, or what I think it was DC Live at that time.
Okay.
And it was around that time, and that's when he just would start the kind of bubble. Like, that Give Me the Light was,
Yeah, it gotta be 02, 03.
Give Me the Light, and what's the other one that he had on the oh man, no, it's another fast one. I don't really care what people say. That one,
Glue.
yeah, Glue. So that one was bubbling heavy. So now I know that nobody could actually get him if they wasn't like a reputable promoter that was paying some real money. You know what I'm saying? At that time. So, and I mean, they probably looked at that, you know what I mean, at your shows like, I'm going over here where it's going to be more people and more exposure. So, you know what I mean, BT was doing all that for the, you know, the Jamaican artists at the time. So, it could be, you know, that's why he had to get that show pulled. You know what I mean?
I'd have been crying.
It was.
Seriously.
I went through a booking agent, and they're here, and he had his own management headline. I think it was at the time.
Yeah.
And I guess the management didn't realize that the booking agent booked a booked a gig.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3 of us. I had
Yeah.
like a Thursday, they had Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, even last year I had Dexter Daps, supposed to be keeping him in
Yeah, I mean, I was
Easter.
gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
So
2020
is that
Easter.
gonna
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was going to be Select the Bomb's big comeback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, I mean, but it still can. You know what I mean? I know
The
that.
quarantine hit.
Yeah, quarantine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Quarantine messed up a lot of things because
Yeah.
even my event that I was going to do also.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was trying to do something different and just never worked out because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? Like at least you got another time period. You know what I mean to do it. I know you probably gonna
is it
do
gonna
something.
happen? I'm not the only one
I've
wanting
been
to know.
calling them people like 5 times a week for the past 2-3 months.
Wow.
Oh my
Give
God.
or take a few weeks, but
Wow.
yeah, like actually, I was supposed to keep it today.
Oh yeah, really?
But around here in Trenton, it's hard. It's hard getting a venue
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
because
is.
them people go around and they scare the venue owners, telling them not to rent to certain types of people.
Oh really?
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So people like me have a hard time finding venues. So
Wow.
It ain't just you, bro. It ain't just you.
Yeah, it's really not just you. Yeah.
no, I'm saying
Yeah.
like and I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's discrimination or whatever,
Yeah.
racism.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It took the people like 2.5 weeks to approve me for
Really?
the venue I had that I was supposed to keep Dexter at. And by the time I got back to the management, they was like, "Oh, bro, we thought you didn't want it, bro. You took so long."
What?
I was like,
Oh man.
so back to the drawing board. I'm still trying to bring them. They got my money, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to hold on to that though. They like to hold on to that. But you know what I mean, it's yeah, I see a little style that you do when you do your promotion too. Like it's always on a no work Monday. Like it's a Sunday and you don't got no work Monday. I see that style every time. I like, yo, that's bomb style. Like
Yeah, well, I got kind of maneuvered into that.
Oh, really?
Because it started out, I think I used to start promotions on Thursdays.
Okay.
If you go all the way back, I used to do something like $1,000 Thursdays, and I give out like $1,000 to the sexiest lady.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
You don't get that price no more.
right? Pay my mortgage with that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
But you know what I'm saying? Then because they did the clubs, they wouldn't give you a prime night
Yeah.
because they didn't rate reggae like that. You know what I'm saying? So then couldn't get Friday or Saturday, so I would have to settle for Sundays because that's like a kind of an off day
Yeah.
for the clubs.
Yeah.
And that's how I started doing promotions on Sundays.
Okay.
And people was kind of used to it because I think Kathmandu was having their Sunday things.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll do it on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, I had kids, and I had to take off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then other people stepped in.
Which
You know
is
what I'm saying?
which
Other
was
people
what
I
happens.
know around
Yeah.
me stepped in
Yeah.
and tried to do what I was doing on Sundays. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So by the time I come back on the scene trying to get back into it, it's other people doing things on
Yeah.
Sundays
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
wasn't never doing things on Sundays before. So, you know, me, I'm trying to be humble. I don't want to step on people's toes.
Yeah.
I like, all right, well, I'll just try to do the no work Monday, Sundays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pick up Natalie with her all white. Yeah, we had to talk about that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I respect her. I rate her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She stepped to me. She's like, "Come on, Bomb, you got to give me that Sunday. You got to give me that. Come on now. You don't want that back, right?" I was like, all right.
Well, at least she hit you up. That's
that's
good.
what I'm saying. That's why I respect her. You know what I'm saying?
I give her that. At least she reached out.
Yeah, man.
Some was just going ahead and didn't.
Everybody else just do them.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Because you know what I mean. At the end of the day, man, some people, some people just don't respect other people's, things. You know what I mean, and not that we own any day or we own any, time period of the year or whatever, but you know that somebody keeps something annually, right? And somebody keeps something every year. So it's only right that you reach out to them and say, listen, man, I'm thinking about doing this. I don't know what you got planned, but would it be okay that I have that date or whatever? Just as a respect thing,
right?
You know what I mean? But it's you have some people, not just because they're young or they old, because they all do the same thing. They just think that they don't have to,
reach out.
You don't have to reach out. They just need to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. The society we live in, it teaches us to be cutthroats.
Yeah,
they go for self.
Yeah.
That's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We supposed to respect each and everybody.
Yeah.
Because actually, that's going to bring about unity. And when we start respecting each other, all of us will come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I just tell Diamond, I'm like, yo, man, I want everybody's parties to be packed.
Yeah.
Because that'll make it easier for me to promote.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to go all the way to Philly and 5 parties in one night.
I'll stop doing that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop doing that.
Just go to that one party.
Stop doing that. Yeah.
Put my flyers out if their thing is successful. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be wanting everybody to be successful. So.
Yeah. And I mean, like that's the thing, man. When it comes down to trying to be a decent promoter, it's hard. You know what I mean? Because you see everybody around you that basically for self, and you feel like why am I trying to be so clean cut about things if I'm gonna get cutthroat anyway? You know what I'm saying? But as long as you I think my integrity is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna try to. No, I know that somebody else is keeping this date, and I'm gonna go on that person's date because I feel like I'm at a different status than they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where it comes into. What I mean? They don't think that your status is probably lower than theirs, so they like, well, I can pack a show. It don't matter what that person is doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. It's down to the person. You know what I mean? If you have, good intentions and you basically want good for not just for yourself, but also for, the people that you're throwing these parties for, then, I don't think that if you have those good intentions, I think that everything will go good across the board. But not in the city that we live in. You know what I mean?
Trenton. What's that saying? If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
Trenton is 10 times harder than that, boy. Trenton is rough.
Talking about that, I mean, so
one thing. I blew up outside of Trenton before Trenton supported me.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's really how that's how it is.
When people would go out of town and they would see us rocking parties out of town, or they would go out of town and be like, yo, your mixtapes was all over the city and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then they come up, they be looking at me, you Pom Pom? Yeah. Like, they look at me different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I just wanted to make that point.
Nah, you're definitely right, man. Because I, as being a promoter, as a DJ, or whatever, I got more love from people outside of Trenton than I'll ever get in Trenton. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got my little circle that we, close or whatever, and be cool. But as somebody reaching out to you and saying, "Yo, bro, I'm proud of you," or you did good, or, that was a good party, or that was, you played good or whatever. Nah, you'll never get it from the people that's close to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Trenton is
Diamond feel
hard,
bad.
man. Trenton.
Diamond always support us.
No, and I'm not even talking about Diamond. I said like
looking at him like,
the first thing I said was I have my circle that is close knit.
I like
But I'm talking
messing with
about people that's that's in the same industry with you, and they will never congratulate you or tell you what you're doing right. You know what I mean? They
true.
always telling you, they pick out what you do wrong though.
Right.
They make sure to tell you that, but they're not gonna say, bro, like last week, Diamond had this sound in the park, and that thing it sounds so nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The thing was thumping. Diamond, how many people told you that it sound good? No, I'm asking you. No, I'm saying. Yeah, the people that's the close knit circle.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you'll see. I seen a bunch of soundmen out there that have their own sounds, and when they looked up at this sound and listening to this sound, they face looked like they dog got stolen. You know what I mean? So like they would never come. They would never have the decency and say, "Yo, bro, I like how you sound playing."
Right.
Or if even the whole event, they will never come up to me and say, "Yo, that event was great." You know what I mean? That it really was something that was nice, that was needed or whatever.
Right.
You'll never get those people to admit that. But at the same time, you can't want that anyway as a promoter or a selector. You just have to. You just gotta do it.
That's it.
Yeah, man. When I was younger, man, that shit used to feed me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
Now I'm older. I'll be like, come on, man. Just give me a blast.
Yeah.
Huh?
It don't matter, do it.
I get tired of shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
But you're human though.
It really don't matter
It
what
don't
people
matter,
say.
but it's okay to hear it.
But
That's
Nah,
Diamond for you.
sometimes it would
Now,
be
sometimes you-
nice to
like-
have some support.
Yes.
Like at the same time, you would love people to give you all these accolades and say like, yo, everything that you did here was great and whatever and all of that. It'll be nice to hear it sometime. Yeah, of course.
Right.
But it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do if I don't hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it shouldn't. And like you said, like when you don't hear that and you don't get that, it should feed you to do something different. And it should feed you to be doing more. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just sitting down and say, "Oh, they fighting me," and then give up.
And just
You know
give
what
up.
I mean?
Okay.
Like it don't make no sense. I feel like, man, everybody's not going to get along. Everybody's not going to like each other. You know what I'm saying? Which it could be easier for everybody to just come together and do everything in a good way. But it's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, before I die, man, I'm gonna try to stop that shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Listen, bro.
Cause them people got black people's minds fucked up.
Hey, and
So if I could do anything to try to undo that, I'ma try.
Yeah.
So
And
we don't gotta accept it. That's my
Nothing wrong
point.
with
we
that.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that.
We don't have to accept it, but it's just like
They made reality now a reality because it wasn't always this way. Like black people used to love each other, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to love ourselves.
yeah.
But we've been conditioned to behave the way we behave now. So people don't realize that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, before I'm gone, I'm gonna try to undo that shit.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate people fucking with black people's minds.
Yeah.
I want my son to be able to be strong, be independent
Exactly.
thinking.
Yeah. Because with this internet thing, bro, and social media, it's not even a child that they're influenced. It's grown people that they influence also.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because even if it could be relationship wise, and you with your woman or whatever, and they looking at what's going on Instagram with another relationship, and it could just fuck up everything that y'all built.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Easy. easy could do. Like if you don't have a woman that's strong minded,
Relationship
or a
goals.
man that, or if you don't have a man that's strong minded, it can fuck it up. You know what I mean? Because I'm just telling you, like that's an example. You know what I mean? You know, it just
every so-called advancement, whether it's technological or whatever that they give us, is actually fucking things up more. It's not advancement. Advance just means you're going forward in time. It doesn't mean that it's good. But the way they teach it to us, it's like it's good.
Yeah.
All these medical advancements and they ain't curing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They only treating shit.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. It's just it's just another way of, that's feeding us, little things here and there, just kind of dumb down a lot of things, man. It's just crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's nothing that as us as a people, as black people, we just have to know where we coming from. And I think that a lot of people don't teach our kids like where we come from, as in from before slavery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we like to teach our kids slavery first. You know what I mean?
And that's by design.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you keep that mentality, you will be a slave.
Exactly.
And that's the way they want us.
Exactly. And I feel totally strong about teaching our kids, like to be proud about your heritage and be proud about your race.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just a different feeling, man. And, but coming back around, what we was talking about.
Who are some of the promoters that you worked with before?
Say that again.
Some of the promoters that you worked with before.
Promoters.
Yeah.
As far as mixtapes.
As far as parties, doing shows and. 'Cause I mean, back then you had I would say you were the only one in Trenton, but you had other people that was coming over.
Yeah.
Such like Jamaican Dave.
Jamaican Dave was one.
Jamaican Dave.
Yeah.
I did some things with him.
Okay.
Big up Dave.
Yeah.
Dave was fighting me in the beginning though. Dave was giving me a fight.
Oh man.
But respect, you know what I'm saying? Everything is love.
Yeah, how is he fighting you?
I'm like,
how is he fighting?
You're right, because if I say something like that, it might be
because that's kind of vague. You know what I mean?
In the beginning, like he was mainly doing stuff in Philly.
Okay.
And then he started the stuff at Kathmandu's in Trenton.
Yeah.
And then people that was part of his camp, I guess they jumped ship and started doing things without him.
Oh, okay.
At Kathmandu's. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't that's their business. I can't really speak on why that came about. But that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he was trying to get back into Trenton after that. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't around at the time that I started doing my stuff. And I guess him trying to get back into Trenton, and I started doing stuff in Trenton.
Yeah,
he saw me as some type of competition or something,
which is natural.
So, and matter of fact, like that was around that Sean Paul show.
Oh yeah, oh man,
man, I lost a lot of money on that show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so Dave was somebody I worked with. I never really worked with too many promoters. I was the only one around here promoting reggae shows.
Okay.
Everybody that I worked with was out of town or something, like working with them in their city somewhere else doing something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, if I'm forgetting somebody, I apologize, but I never really had partners doing reggae shows.
Okay.
Dave might have been the only person that I had partnered up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
that's different because now it's just like you have so many promoters in Trenton.
Right.
It is. It's a lot. You know what I mean? But at the same time, huh?
What? 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 I'm trying to figure out the only one.
No. We talk. Well, no.
That's
You
what
talk
I'm
about back
asking.
then.
I'm talking about back then.
So no, there's a lot of other promoters. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking.
It's not the other promoter. Yeah.
Oh, it was different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
how was it different?
yeah, like he was
What were they
getting
doing?
basically like Bam Bam. It was basically getting artists.
What you mean,
Okay.
like
You know what I
hip-hop
mean?
promoters? What, Jamaican promoters? Like who?
Like in the dancehall scene.
Dancehall, yeah.
Yeah.
Like our little reggae, real dance.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Bam Bam.
Yo, you went here and get the mic, bro.
There was a whole bunch of parties going on.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of parties going on.
I'm not talking about.
So look,
I'm
no,
not
I'm just
talking
saying.
about
So his
parties.
world,
No, yeah.
I'm
Bam
talking
Bam
about, like,
world was
shows
kind of
and
different,
stuff.
but
Okay.
shows and them type of things, he had that. But there was other promoters doing a lot of dancehall stuff versus what he was doing. His thing was just different,
Oh, okay.
totally different.
Yeah, because it's
Like even him, like you can ask him this question because I know y'all probably gonna ask him, but like check this out, right? How did you feel that out of all the like how you used to book the little local DJs like me and other people, but then in the other dancehall world, I never seen you on a flyer. Nobody never used to book. You never seen Bamba on no
By the time
this that sound, this that, and then set the Bamba. You never seen that.
by the time because I started doing shows before like the Jamaican promoters, how could I say this, nobody never seen me play around here.
Okay.
Like most of my stuff I was playing out of town. Like when I used to tour, it would be all over, like up and down the East Coast, but it was never really around here. And how did I used to feel about that? Like I said, I never got that support from Trenton. So it never bothered me per se. I was like, yeah, I would do my own show and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to get my own shit off at my show.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why, like, I would bring artists or big sounds, and I would put me and Juice on it and be like, okay, we gonna get our shit off.
Yeah.
Because Juice didn't get booked around here either.
Okay.
Wow.
Like once we started, he was getting booked before we started doing mixtapes like that. But once we started doing mixtapes, that like catapulted us to a whole nother stratosphere, and people stopped hiring him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really get parties.
So why you think that is though? Like, you know what I mean? And because if you make it to another level where you're more popular outside your town, like you should be trying to, you know, it should be everybody around here should be trying to get you at their party. So their party's hot.
I mean, it's a lot. Like, I think the word back then that was popular was a lot of hating going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, some people will be like, all right, man, well, we can't afford you. Like, you going to probably charge me crazy.
Oh, so
You know what I'm
it
saying?
was the expectation that you're
It's-
going to be charged.
It's
you know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of different. It's a lot of different possible scenarios. Like, I can't speak to every one of them.
Yeah.
But those are ones I heard before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was a lot of, I can't speak from the promoter's standpoint sometimes, but I remember DJs used to talk shit.
They still do.
Yo, I taught you how to DJ and blah, blah. Like, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? So, like it was just so much crazy shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of drama. You know, I'm quiet, I'm humble.
Yeah.
Like, I don't be having time for that, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I can't, how did I feel about it? It didn't bother me as much, but when I used to hear people play, I used to be like, they can't fuck with me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it bothered me, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation I'll be having. I'll be walking around just looking like this.
So,
But in my mind, I'm like, they can't fuck with me.
so all right. So, like, I know from your events, it's like it is a totally different thing when when we look at it, because we know it's a different world when it comes down to where you keeping artists and these parties that basically is kind of more geared to the more popular demand sounds and the more popular demand artists that that get booked here. Now the dancehall world, where we'll probably say is the Mecca. Who is that?
It's your neighbor.
At first, I was like, I'm thinking if one of the kids is the inside. I get tricked by that all the time. But anyway, like, I would say like, it's the the dance hall scene in Trenton where we could say, all right, this is like our Mecca of dance hall. You know what I'm saying? Where we can say like, this is kind of more familiar in how we do it in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So that world, we always got our top 3 sound systems or DJs or whatever. Now, you know what I mean? Being from Trenton and actually having, people that come over from, Jamaica begins their sound systems and all that, and they become popular. Now it's a whole different situation where it kind of being compared to your shows. Your shows is like, we could probably compare it to like,
what's concert.
Like a stage show, like a stage show, yeah. So it's not like a regular dance like what I would do, or what Diamond would do. Like it wouldn't be a red and white. It wouldn't be a black tie affair. It'll be just a stage show where we can say that's where we're gonna see an artist or a big sound that's coming through. You know what I mean? So I guess it's a different tier of dancehall when it comes down to promoting a party or even playing at a party that's saying, oh, well, this is different. You know what I mean? Because if I get booked for one of your parties, I know that I'm gonna really have to be on my A game, because I'm gonna be around a sound system that is going to be up there. It's going to probably be a Stone Love or somebody else that is, that's going to be popping at the time. Mm-hmm. Now, like a dance that was, we went to last night, and I know that I still got to be on my A game, but it is around the same people that is my peers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be somebody that's outside of, I guess, my league, so to say. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew that back then and now, like it's still a difference. Do you feel like it's like a disconnect when it comes down to your events and to the regular events that happen in Trenton?
When you said disconnect, what you mean?
As in like,
okay, I can say this. I feel like sometimes, or me personally, I feel like your events could be a little bit more relatable. Meaning, I can't think of myself. I want a fish fry and listen to such as Volume 1 or whatever, and I'm gonna have a bomb ass time. When it comes to your show, like I said, yes, it's like a theater in a kind of weird. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when we got your part to them, I'm like, want my money back.
Why? Why you say that?
Because sometimes I feel like it's not.
Well, you think it's not authentic?
Yeah, in a kind of way.
Oh.
And that's just me personally. That's just my thought. It's like sometimes, okay, the Jada Kingdom show. I didn't enjoy myself. I really did not. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay. Wasn't it? Why you like? You think it because it's not like it wasn't a big attendance?
No, not even just big attendance. I mean, promotion wise, yeah, I felt like it could have been better. But also, the people wasn't connecting with her at that time. Like her music, when she was just doing her performance, nobody knew the songs. It was like 1 or 2 of us, and I'm standing there looking like, okay, all right, you couldn't control that, get it. But as far as the whole production of it, it was like a disconnect in between the whole night. And for me, I really didn't enjoy myself that much, but I went out anyway. I was already there. But I feel like, not that deal. I feel like it could be a little bit more something to it. And like I said, that's just me. I'm not talking about other people, but that show, I was kind of disappointed. It was just like a little bit off for me. And some of your shows, I do feel like can I add a little bit more something to it?
So like,
It's not relatable to me.
so what's the that's why I'm asking. That's why
I would have to. You would have to tell me what you didn't like specifically, so that way the next time I keep an event, you know what I'm saying, I could try to cater to that.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
just saying it's a disconnect, and that's like a talking in general. Not saying like I don't really know what you didn't like yet. Like when you say her music, like I think she was relatively new, and I think the people around here didn't know who she was.
And that's I remember a conversation me and you had before you threw that show, and you were asking my opinion, and that was one thing I did say when you brought up Jada Kingdom is that you need actually a bigger act with her. You know what I mean? And that was that. I knew that Trenton wasn't ready for Jada Kingdom at that
Not
point.
with Dr. Love
at that point.
Not with Dr. Love at all.
Let's not bring Dr. Love into this. No, I'm just saying. Like, no disrespect, but that's the reason. Talking to Lukey is one of the reasons I added Stone Love to that show. Because I felt Stone Love's name was bigger than hers.
Yeah,
at the time, she was a new artist.
Yeah,
but once I started promoting it, people was like, "Yo, why you charging $30 for Stone Love?"
Oh my God!
What?
They thought Jada Kingdom was a selector for Stone Love.
See them talking.
Who was that?
I'm telling you.
Whoever that is,
I'm
y'all
telling
know
you.
y'all
Who was that?
I'm telling you, that was some of the feedback I was
Jesus.
getting.
Nah, that can't be no dance hall, hardcore
I'm telling you,
dance
like
hall.
the younger people might know who she is.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at her Instagram numbers. I was like, yeah, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that particular show, that was like around Valentine's.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going for her.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Dexter Daps to do my Valentine's show.
I remember
but
that
he was
conversation.
already booked.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I wanted to keep the date, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't want to do Stone Love by themselves, even though that was the plan.
Yeah.
And being that it was my first show back in a while, I wanted to add something to it to give it the extra oomph.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, Bomb always bringing Stone Love. so I wanted to add something to it.
Yeah.
And I thought that, you know, I had to ask around because I didn't even really know who she was.
Yeah.
I'm going to be truthful with you.
Yeah.
And Lukey was one of the people. I asked Diamond. I asked Rude Boy. I asked a few people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And based off of the feedback I got, I put it on. I put it all together. But in the promotion of it, people really didn't know, because I promote all my shows just as hard as the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I bring Stone Love in 2015 and I do like 800 people, you know what I'm saying? I did the same kind of promotion when I brought Jada Kingdom with Stone Love, and I probably did like 200 people, if that.
Yeah.
So I think the timing might have been off a little.
Okay.
Like a few more months or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like
she might have.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because I knew more familiar with it.
Because I knew at the time, man, like, if you a diehard dancehall fan, you'll know Jada Kingdom.
Yeah.
But she was definitely fairly new to the United States,
over,
crossing over. So I'm like, you're gonna need another. Like me saying I thought you was gonna try to get another artist with her. You know what I mean? If you would have been like the warm up artist that, and then go to it, like a Dexter Daps, that show would have been packed. That show would have been packed.
Yeah, that would have worked.
It would have been crazy. But you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, all right. So when I was saying disconnect, I was like basically saying maybe, some of the things that we do traditional in our dance hall is not what you do traditionally in when you're throwing your events. You know what I mean? Even though it's good events and things, are authentic when it comes down to the sound system and the artist. But maybe I feel like if you get a more of a of the sound systems that that play like the Volume 1 or what you say?
Or the Sunkud Dance and listen.
No, I'm saying I'm saying they're packed. But when I'm going off of what Tracy's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like...
Don't get me wrong.
No.
I mean, your events are good.
No,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for the last couple that exactly. I'm just saying for the last couple that I've been to, I didn't get that. That's a lie. That is a lie. Okay?
Like, I'm not... Like, first, like, please believe I'm not discrediting anything that you do.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? Because I'm just going off of what Tracy was saying. Like, it's
and that's just
you know what I
me,
mean, and that's
any promoter.
And that's
enjoy myself. Me tell them I want my money.
That is true, but at the same time, like that's every promoter though. It's somebody that's not gonna like something about your event, some way, somehow. You know what I mean? We not gonna get the 100% every time. You know what I mean? So it's like what she's saying is, I feel like you don't feel like it's authentic because it doesn't feel like our actual dance hall event because of. It's not the same thing that we do week to week.
No.
You know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean?
When you said DJ Bam Bam, just don't say, all right, man, go see the artist and then make up my mind whether or not I want to see the artist.
Yeah,
so
that's with any event though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, make up my mind.
Talking to Mike.
My bad.
Yeah,
make up my mind.
What I'm saying, that's with any event though. Like you can say, oh, I can see Volume 1, More Flex and what's another sound? Yo, you disrespectful.
I can't.
You disrespectful. So no, you can see those sounds and you say like, oh, I don't like that sound, so I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I don't like More Flex. I'm not going to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the perception of somebody else. But you like Bam Bam over the years had big numbers of
huge
people.
Numbers.
He like. I mean, I never seen a dance as filled as your dance in Trenton. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? I haven't seen a big dance where it can be a huge flow of people and it's like packed as shit. I remember when Beanie Man came to Maxine's, which is expected.
Yes.
That shit was packed on the floor and upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And that place can hold a good 1,000 people maybe in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see where, you know what I mean, promotion is going wrong. But when I feel like people that's going to these dance hall events every week and they see a certain pattern and they don't see it at your dance or whatever, then I feel like they just say, oh, I don't see it. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. I mean,
yeah,
he don't keep no regular. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I don't feel like. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't. That's another thing. You don't have to worry about this artist not showing up because you have a reputable, reputation.
I still get that shit, man. Are you sure they're gonna be here?
Who does? I always say I can't see nobody that do that right now, dog.
Nah, like that shit with Movado.
That's another thing.
Where he showed up like 1:52,
and he got out of there at 1:22. Nah, he was there for 8 minutes.
Right, 1:52, and he left at 2:00.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What was that contract like?
He was supposed to be there at like 11:30 in the VIP, but the show wasn't supposed to start until like 12:30.
Okay.
So I think out of all the shows I've kept, I had a problem with them. Bunty Killa.
I remember that. That was at whatchamacallit? Conduit. Yes, I remember that.
Bunty Killa showed up with that show I promoted with Flipper Mafia.
The Bunty Killa show?
Yeah.
Okay. Big up to Flipper.
Yeah, big up Flipper. He showed up with a whole entourage. So when we set him up, the guy comes over. I'm DJing for Bunty.
Okay.
So we set him up like, all right, go ahead and play. So when Bunty's DJing on stage, performing, he's calling the rhythms that he wants to ride on while he's performing. And he's calling rhythms that his DJ doesn't have.
Yeah.
So I'm handling something somewhere, you know what I'm saying? We had probably like at least five different sounds on that show.
Yeah.
Brick Forest, who else? Gold Star was there, I think. It was a few. Like, I can't even remember them all, but I know it was a few. And when he started calling for the Diwali rhythm or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
He asked for a specific rhythm that his dude didn't have.
And y'all played a different rhythm after that.
When he started complaining, he started like, "Bum bum."
Yeah, he was cussing you out. Yeah, he's cussing you out.
I'm the promoter. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I'm way on the other side of the club.
I was right there with the DJ.
Right.
Killa called for a rhythm.
Yeah.
And he turned around asking us, "Yo, y'all got this?"
Yeah. Nobody had it.
I'm like, nah, I don't bother. Start cussing. I'm like,
So it was so many people in the building, I had to like climb over the stage to get to where the DJ was. So I'm climbing over there and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on? Why ain't you playing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I ain't got it."
Oh,
You know
my
what I'm
God.
saying?
And
He's
this is
like, "No, I'm not his DJ. I'm just rolling with him."
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
"What the hell?"
what?
Yeah, so in the meantime, all of this is going on behind the scenes. He's on the stage complaining about Bam Bam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man, I heard you play it. Play the tune. You want me to get cross, angry, miserable? Then he started doing all of that, and I'm like, "Yo, like, what's going on?"
Yo, I remember that show. I was like on the stage too, like on the side, like right on the side of the stage. And I'm like, yo, this not going to end well. And
so instead of just performing off the next rhythm or whatever, he caught an attitude and walked off the stage.
You know, he'd step right into the crowd and went right to the car.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that made me look bad because he's blaming me.
Yeah.
And everybody respects Bunty.
Yeah.
And if Bunty says it's Bam Bam's fault,
It's Bam Bam's fault. Yeah.
I didn't pack your bag, Bunty. I didn't bring your rhythms. I didn't pack your toothpaste and toothbrush
exactly.
and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they supposed to travel with their own rhythms.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoever you're claiming is your DJ is supposed to have that stuff.
Exactly.
So that
Did you get
that
an
made
apology?
no. And matter of fact, I heard
Talking about
that.
Bunty here.
Yeah, right.
I heard that when they left Trenton, they went to Upper Deck. And he
Oh,
performed a whole show off of the Showtime rhythm, like off of one.
he probably
rhythm.
just made a medley. He probably just sang a medley and did
Right.
that. You know, but the thing about
He should have
shoulda
did
did
that
that
at
in
my
the
show.
show.
the thing about it is though, these artists know what places to do some fuckery at.
Right.
And Trenton is not a big city, so they can do that fuckery and they don't get no called out about it. But if you would have did that shit in Philly, it would have been a wrap.
That's why people, the way they look at Trenton as being a small city or whatever.
Exactly.
That's why Movado
Did the things that he did what he
did
did.
what he did.
Yeah.
We never like it.
And
So
then-
same camp.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Same camp. Yep.
And it was funny, not funny at the time,
Yeah.
because it was making me look bad.
Yeah.
But it was funny because everybody was complaining, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even think I responded to no posts or nothing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I think Rude Boy put a post up, apologized, "Oh, we're sorry, we don't know why they came late," or whatever he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was a back and forth. And I think this went viral. I
Yeah.
think it was like a
Yeah.
back and forth
Yeah.
between Rude Boy and Movado.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's going on at the time. But Movado apparently was responding, posting pictures saying This is Trenton.
You don't remember?
Oh yeah.
This is everybody is happy.
Yeah.
But he had on different clothes, and it was a different. It was somewhere on like it was a whole nother show.
Oh man.
But because he's Movado and he's saying it,
It is believable.
and people don't realize
Yeah.
that he's posting pictures to a whole nother place, and the pictures don't say how long. They don't show how long you actually perform.
Bro, I got the video
we was
still.
up-
I
was in the
took a
comments,
video.
like,
I had the
got
video.
everything.
I got the video that I took on my phone. I still
Right.
have it.
I got everything.
Yeah.
And it was time from
Yes.
the moment he walked in to the moment he left. It was 8 minutes.
Yes.
Yes,
You
it
know what I'm
was.
saying?
It was.
And
I was disappointed. I was so
Now I was mad too, bro. Like,
I was
and that
so
place, and that
disappointed.
place was packed full of people, bro.
so
Went over his Instagram, the comments like, you know y'all wicked. You know y'all wicked. 8 minutes. Like,
yeah, they
it's
tried
horrible.
they tried to make me look bad. You know what I'm saying? What could I do? It's my job to promote. I don't know who has integrity or who doesn't have integrity
That's true.
until they actually come
And
perform
and do it. Yeah.
and do what they do.
Exactly.
So I did my job. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it was so much going on behind the scenes, man, with them guys, man. Like they started promoting their show in Philly in Trenton.
Yeah.
And it was the day before our show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was like they was competing with us.
Yeah.
And we're paying them to perform at our show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy, man.
Somebody had
you're
to
trying
get in
to
his
steal
ear,
our
though.
crowd
Yeah.
to come to your
Yeah.
show?
Because
Somebody
that
got in his ear.
that's all a money grab. That's all it is, to get more money. That's like for the artist too. You know what I mean? They do this like, I know that he was supposed to perform in Brooklyn that night too.
Yeah,
So
after our
yeah,
show.
exactly.
So at first they was saying that they was sick.
No.
That's why they showed up late. I got all the texts. I got everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I still got it. So if anybody
they know
watches
they
this,
was wrong.
Exactly.
They was wrong for that.
They was wrong.
Yeah.
They're definitely wrong for that.
I'm not gonna admit it, but they was wrong.
Yeah,
they're
man.
not going to admit it.
Nah, man. But we
But I
gotta.
still got everything.
But we, you know what I mean? As promoters, we go through these little hiccups, and I mean, and that's part of it. It's a risk all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? We just gotta live with what we doing, man. It's sometimes it's hard to please everybody, and it's hard to kind of take all that heat when it's not naturally our fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we taking this ride and, you know, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's always a story behind everything. But anyway, man, I'm gonna have to conclude this conversation. What you got?
Yeah,
one more? You got what?
Get him the mic, please.
What you
Get
want?
him the mic.
What show is your favorite?
Oh, what show? He's all right. Yeah. What show was your favorite show?
Talk about the bad time with Bunty, the bad time with what was like the best show you kept on? Damn it, I did it.
Yeah.
The best show.
Not just money either.
Probably right.
I think the best. Let me think.
Wow. Your resume is long, bro.
I did a
He
lot
stumped
of
him. He
shows.
stumped him.
Yeah, you did a lot of shows.
I think.
You need a moment, bro.
I think the best one that I could think of off the top was that show at Club XL. TOK, I think Lexus, Sean Paul, and it was one more. I think that was Tonto Metro and Devontae. Was they there? I think so. I think they was performing too.
The same.
I think that was probably the biggest turnout and the best performance out of every show that I've kept, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I might get home and be like, damn, I should have mentioned that one.
Yeah, exactly, right.
But, yeah, I think that was, yeah, I got beat out of some money that night.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I think that was my best show. Like,
Yeah,
things
right.
like that make me want to keep doing it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all got our little favorites, man. You know, when we like as promoters, we all got our favorite show that we actually do, and just like keep us going.
Show you the two things at one night.
The the second one, I lost money on that. Let me tell y'all what happened. See, anytime I try to keep, like, you go to New York, you'll see a show and then the after party over here.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
I try to keep it in Trenton. Like, yo, we're going to have the show here and the after party over here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, why you doing that, man? Why you got to spit up shit, man? You trying to... I'm like, yo.
I thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
So the girl I had doing the ticket, the cashier, she's at the Vegas show watching the show.
Oh.
And I'm like, yo,
supposed to be working.
you need to go over to the club and watch the door, the gate, so you can be set up for when people leave the show and
You
go to
exactly.
the gate.
Yeah.
And then the DJs I had,
Hey, look
I'll do that, bro.
they was at the show too.
Yeah.
When they were supposed to be over there.
My God.
Oh man.
Come on.
He said, Diamond, you gotta go tell this chick that I'm out.
Yeah.
This was after the club owner, and I ain't gonna mention his name, was cursing me the fuck out. He was like, yo, fuck that show. There's people here and there's no DJs. Where are your DJs? We don't care about that show. And I'm like, yo, all you gotta do is say they're not there.
Yeah.
I'm on it. Like, what the fuck? So I go over, yo, Diamond, what y'all doing? You gotta go over there and set up and play. There's people showing up. Because it was people showing up to the after party that wasn't coming to the show.
Oh, okay.
So we probably had like 150 people at the show and like 500 people at the after party.
Damn.
What's the best show?
And they all got in for free.
Oh, that's why you lost out on some money, bro.
Whoa.
But that show, that was nice.
They all got in the after party for free.
Diamond said that was a nice show, though.
Because my cashier was at the show.
Taking in the show,
Watching the show in Vegas, and then when he was finished, she trying to get a picture with Vegas. And I'm like, "What is you doing?"
No, they never know. See, y'all never on business, bro. I got my problems with her too, bro.
Yeah, man. I never had a solid team like that's my staff, like really helping me.
Yeah.
Like with the promotion part.
Yeah.
So that has always been a hindrance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I thought about the next best party. That might have been the best show that I mentioned was the best show. The best party I ever threw was Memorial Day weekend at Stone Love was hot.
Yeah.
I forgot about the phone party. The phone party was hot too.
The phone party was hot.
But I think the feeling I got from the show, even though it was a fight and it was my last party at the place, it was a fight after the party, and then I never was able to go back there and get it going again. But the party itself, it was LP International, I think. I never even heard them play before.
Yeah.
LP International, I think, was the sound. Brick Forest with Diamond. Diamond was playing. DJ Max something. No disrespect, I can't remember his whole name.
Okay.
I don't know. Juice, me. Yo, that party was crazy. Girls was on stage taking off their tops.
Oh man!
I was like, yo,
Yeah, is it?
this was lit before they was saying lit.
Yeah, right.
Yo, this is crazy. But that party was crazy. Yo.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
But that phone party, that was the first phone party in Trenton.
Yeah. I remember that was good.
That party was so hot, I tried to do part 2. Couple months later, and that shit flopped.
Oh man.
That first one though, boy.
Yeah,
I was trying to do that this year with Dexter Daps on 4th of July, but it never worked out.
Hey man,
That would have been
but
crazy.
you bringing all his parties up, bro. Yeah.
Now you want to bring it up.
Now you over.
That
Yeah, I forgot.
How about David Rodigan?
I didn't see that show. You had a show with David Rodigan?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a little younger than y'all, bro. Yeah, so I wasn't there.
Like when I did mixtapes, I always tried to do my shit different.
Yeah,
So when I got into the promotion, I tried to do it different.
yeah,
And nobody was bringing sounds.
yeah,
Like he said, it was right.
yeah.
Like he said, it was other like dance hall promoters doing their things, but they was booking each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I got to do my shit different.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna bring a different sound, and I'm gonna call it Sound Off Sundays. So that's how I came up with the whole promotion. Sound Off Sundays, a different sound every week.
Yeah.
The first week I brought Skilly Bangs from Philly.
From Philly, yeah.
Second week Afrique. Third week Stone Love. The fourth week I can't remember. I spaced it out. No. That was later. Later on, after that Memorial Day weekend party with LP, that was the Renaissance and the Metro Media and all that other stuff was later on down the road. But it was other stuff going on up the street that was trying to compete with what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
But after that Memorial Day weekend, we had got shut down for like over a month or two.
Wow.
And that messed up the future promotion. But yeah, man, that Memorial Day weekend, man, that party was crazy. And that phone party was crazy. Yeah.
That's dope, man. But I definitely...
Of course, you got a long resume.
Yes,
We
yes.
definitely gotta give you flowers while you're here.
And that's
of
another.
course.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, because I feel like without Bam Bam being here, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be influenced in a certain way to do parties either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely look at you as one of our legends in the town, you know what I'm saying, and a living legend in the town. So, I always appreciate the parties and the mixtapes that you've done, and I want to be and showing support also. You know what I mean? Because I looked, even last night, I looked around and I seen him in the corner just chilling. And I was like, damn, I didn't know he was here. So. But I do appreciate you, man. You always been, basically a little blueprint for me. You know what I mean? I always took a little, thing that I like to see that you did and try to implement in what I do as a promoter also.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I definitely want to let you know, man, that you one of our living legends in the town, and you appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, man. It's always a pleasure to hear compliments. I don't do it for money. I just do it for the love of the music. And whenever I can get a credit or compliment, that's money to me.
Exactly.
That's gold. So
exactly.
Thanks for booking me.
He said thanks for booking me.
Always book on
Give the Mac keys away where I sit. Go ahead.
man. The man booked me for all. He trusts me. Imagine. You got little me, yo, go warm up, do this, do that. Yeah. I used to do that before the big acts come on. So I gotta thank you for that. Like, it wasn't him. Diamond, I'm playing with Renaissance. They was hot back then. That felt good to know I'm playing with them. Roddy Gun, Stone Love, Make Sure Meter, all the big acts. I'm on it because of Bomb Bomb. Of course, I gotta thank the man for that. Man. Everybody wasn't getting that chance. Exactly. A lot of them was hating. They was mad as hell, but I got that chance.
I still be getting that hate, man. I be going up to them DJs and handing them my flyer. They don't even be reading it sometimes.
Hey,
like,
man,
you don't book me.
Give me the flyer.
Hey, man,
I'll carry it up there.
Listen, man, it's not about that though. You know what I mean? And we try to I feel like if you just have a respect for somebody, that's what it is. Like, I never been booked by Bomb Bomb before, but I still got that respect for him. You know what I'm saying? I got, for what he done before now, and I can't keep nobody up for, they can make the decision who they want to spend their money with. You know what I mean? And who they trust their events with. Exactly. So, maybe I ain't work out for the events that he do. That's my thinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what it is.
Well, it's I definitely heard you play, and I like the way you play. So it's nothing to do with that. Yeah. I think I tried to book you once.
You did, but it didn't work out. It's all right.
You was charging too much, man, for the budget. So
that's how it never worked out. So you know what I mean.
I didn't want to try to talk you down, and disrespect you or anything.
I understand. Yeah. But you know what I mean. Everybody got, like I said, everybody got their worth. You know what I mean, and I respect everybody's worth. You know what I'm saying? It may, in your eyes, you maybe thought, in your budget, it wasn't gonna fit. So I was good with that. But you know what I mean, just to get that call or that text and say, yo, bro, I'm thinking about, that. I appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't, be salty about that because it didn't work out. You know what I mean? Like I said, my respect for you is up there. So
one more question. Right. Apart from the Dexter Daps, anything else that's in the works, or
Well,
you want him to put out his secrets?
Still bringing it. I'm just saying, because I want to,
Since last year, I had deposits out for Noah Power, Ricky Platinum.
Okay, I brought him before. Yeah.
Okay. I got stuff out, but it's hard to
get a venue.
Yeah.
I get it.
And coordinate it with their availability.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can put both of them. I'm trying to put both of them on my birthday party.
Okay.
And, put that together. So hopefully, if the Dexter is not the next thing, hopefully that'll be the next thing.
Okay. All right.
Looking forward to that.
We looking forward to any event that you're doing, bro.
Of course.
But, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? And, we definitely will, send that invitation out again one of these days, man.
Anytime.
Come through, bro. And big up the Diamond on the, what I mean. Yeah, like he don't want to be on the show, but he be on the show.
Look at it.
Because he said we got a star in here, so he like, we go, you might come through.
Here today.
You know what I mean? But that's how it is, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you, bro. And definitely, be a friend of this show. Put it out there, you know what I mean, to your masses. I know you got your own followers and all that. I appreciate, anything that you do to promote, this show, bro. Because I know you got your people still out there promoting you all the time. Just following you all the time of what you do. So, I appreciate this.
Don't be a stranger.
This being here.
Send me the link so I can post it.
Of course, man. It's gonna be out Wednesday, so I'll shoot you the link after that. All right. So we got CDs from back. I remember this one too. This one right here.
Of all time.
Yeah, I thought it was dope too, because the Muhammad Ali joint. That's like when he won against Sonny Liston, right?
Yeah. That was one of my heroes, Muhammad Ali. So I dedicated that to him.
Yeah.
That other DJ?
Yeah, and I had to.
And it's a
you said you did what?
I had to.
Competition.
Yeah, somebody was talking reckless towards me.
Oh, okay.
Another mixtape DJ. So I think that was the first clash where a reggae mixtape DJ got killed.
Oh.
When I
So
killed,
who's the DJ?
When I killed Dexterity.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Good question.
yeah.
And it's a 3-disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had Lennox Lewis hosting
Yeah,
the
I saw
last
that.
one.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I DJ'd for Lennox Lewis. I made an intro for him for his ring intro,
Okay.
and we were supposed to DJ the after party, but then he got knocked out.
Oh man.
So they booked me to play at the next fight after party, where he knocked the dude out. It was Rockman.
Oh yeah.
In Memphis, was it? No, he's fighting Mike Tyson. Okay, I know what it was. I think he lost the belt. Then he had the rematch.
Yeah.
And he didn't want me to do an intro for that one. And then they booked me for the next fight, which
Okay.
was Mike Tyson. And we were supposed to do the after party. And Juice made us miss the flight.
Oh,
my
man. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was the first mixtape DJ to do an intro for the Walk to the Ring.
Yeah.
And yeah, man,
That's dope.
that intro is the best intro I ever did on a mixtape.
Oh man, now I gotta run and listen to this
Yeah.
now.
I take different records from that say different words, and I put them all together to make it talk to you and make it say something.
Yeah.
And I'm killing Dexterity all the way through.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I haven't even heard of that DJ, man. Dexterity.
yeah.
Copycat.
Yeah, like the CD before that, I called it Copycat Killa because I was tired of people copycatting me.
Yeah.
Like he used to call Juice and, yo, what's up with Bomb Bomb? When is he dropping? What is he doing? You know?
Yeah.
And I seen him doing, like if I'm getting ready to drop, he'll drop right before because he know I'm about to drop.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like them people, bro.
But he was, and I'm really not into the he say, she say.
Yeah.
But people be calling me up, yo, Dexterity be calling asking about you. But then when he'll get on his shit and be like, yo, I never mentioned you before, or I never did that before.
Yeah.
And I know that's not true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I took exception to it. And I was like, yo, I'm going to kill this motherfucker on Copycat Killer CD.
Yeah.
But then Juice was like, yo, man, Dexterity, look up to you, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So he made me feel like I was being a bully or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So I got back on my humble shit. Now.
Yeah.
But I already had on my dubs and everything.
Yeah.
So I made the CD Copycat Killer without really saying the copycat was Dexterity.
Yeah.
So, but it was like one or two dubs in there that I used that had his name in it.
Oh, okay.
So he tried to, like, oh, you had them whack ass. He didn't make a CD getting back at me, but he just said something reckless.
Yeah.
That was his comeback because he know he can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
But because he said what he said, I'm telling you, I'm a humble dude. I'm righteous.
Yeah.
But when it come to that mixtape shit,
you
know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you're gonna hear me, big up my chest.
Exactly.
And I know who I am when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So because he started talking reckless about me, man, I was like, okay, motherfucker. Now you gonna get it. And Juice ain't gonna pull me off of your motherfucker. So
yeah, man. But this is dope, man.
This is hot.
triple CD.
Yeah.
Killing him. I think damn near at least for the first two ones.
Yeah.
Because the first one is Float Like a Butterfly and the second one is Sting Like a Bee.
Yeah.
So I'm stinging him.
And the other one is Undisputed.
And
this is volume 22.
And do know Bomb Bomb also does graphic art also, bro.
Yes.
He does flyers, all of that. So, man, he is like multi-talented when it comes down to this industry, bro. Like that's why I if it's anything that I can say that I took off of you is trying to learn everything that I can to be in this industry and try to be self-sufficient also. So that is one thing that I could say that I really, seeing in you that I kind of, did everything with me when it come down to being in this industry. You know what I mean? Try to be, one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not, I, like with this whole podcast thing, I do all the, the art for it and all that. Even the logo I done. So it's like, I taught myself how to do this, and it's something that I'm pride myself on. So seeing you been doing this for years, and I'm
still in the game,
and I'm quite sure you did the art for this also.
No,
So, yeah,
I came up with the concept.
You came with
I didn't put it together.
Okay, all right.
I started doing graphic design like right after that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the dude that did that was getting smart with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my own shit. Because I was sitting there watching them, and I was like, yo, why don't you do this with Muhammad Ali? He's like, no, man, that's not going to work. And I was like, no, please. Now, remember, I'm paying him.
You paid him.
Just try it.
Yeah.
It's going to look right. He's like, yo, you pay me, and I'm the professional. You let me do. That's how the conversation went. And then I just got quiet. And he's like, all right, man, I'll try it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this does look right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
But after he done said all of that, I was like, all right, I'll do my own shit.
Yeah.
And that, I taught myself how to do graphic design because of that.
Yeah, man. And it's that's the one thing I learned, bro. And trying to be self-sufficient and trying to do whatever I can do on my own and be perfectionist about it, you know what I mean? So I learned, you know what I mean? I learned from a lot of y'all, you know what I mean, the ones before me, and you know what I mean? I try to make y'all proud of being, progressive also. What's that?
Tell him I learned a lot from him.
Oh,
Jesus,
you learned a lot from Diamond?
I learned a lot from Diamond.
And Diamond don't care about that shit.
My nerves.
Man.
Talking to you
it's definitely good, man. I learned a lot that, you know what I mean, that I didn't know about you, and now I can fully say that I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, next time I come back, we have a show talking about us dancing and battling people.
Oh yeah, I
was just playing, but
I came from that school too, bro.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's how I started out. Everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody kind of make fun of me back then. I was a dancer too. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't in the dance hall, sense of dancing and whatever. But at that time, it was like my gateway into the industry. You know what I mean? And I always wanted to play music, but I used that as my gateway to be known. You know what I'm saying? So that was another time where I felt like I was using my talent to get where I wanted to go. You know what I mean? So it was cool, man, and we all had to start somewhere to get where we want to go. So you know what I mean. But definitely want to have. We definitely, when you come back, we gonna have some of those stories. So we just will big up, Selector Bomb for coming through, and we appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean. And I know if anybody ain't tell you that you great and you a legend, hopefully we the first ones.
Yes.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody up here, especially Diamond. Diamond been rocking with me for a long time.
So we appreciate you, bro. So we gonna end the show, and you know how we say it every day, love.
Okay, Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat.
Watch I wanna.
Cha.